Hello friends, welcome to Head or Tail Education. Today our topic in C++ hybrid inheritance. So first we understand the simple definition of inheritance. So inheritance is a process by writing a new class from base class, and we can access directly all properties and method from base class without writing base class code. Types of inheritance is single, multi-level, multiple, hierarchical, and hybrid. So in this tutorial we will learn what is hybrid inheritance. So here we have two classes, class A and class B. Then we derived class C from using the class A and class B. Again we use the class C and derived class D, and then finally we derived class F from using the class D and class E. So this type of inheritance is called hybrid inheritance because in the first level on top of level, I am using the multiple inheritance. In second level I am using the multi-level inheritance, and in third level bottom level I am using single inheritance. So means in full the class F is using multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and single inheritance. So this is the complete structure of class F is hybrid inheritance. So definition of hybrid inheritance is a class is inherited from more than one type of inheritance is called hybrid inheritance. For example, multiple plus single inheritance. Join channel for more tutorials. Now we learn the access control in inheritance. So access control in inheritance, and how much access we have properties and methods of base class is decided by public, protected, and private access specifiers. Public, the all public members of the base class is accessed by derived class. Protected, all protected members of the base class is accessed by derived class. Private, no access by derived class. So in this structure we have the two base class, class A and class B. Then using both class I derived the class C. So in class A we have the private member A1, protected member A2, and one public method M1. Same like in class B we have the private property B1, public methods 2, F1 and F2. And using both class I derived the class C. So in the C class we have the one private property C1 and two public method FC1 and FC2. If I created the object of class C, so C.A1 or C.A2 is not accessible because these both properties are private and protected. Okay. Now in same like the class B, so C.B1 is also not accessible because this is the private property. Now C.M1 and C.F1, see both function M1 and F1 both are public properties, so we can access. Now C.C1 is private property, so not accessible. Okay, and C.FC1 is a public function, so this is accessible. Now here you have seen the method FC2 is assign value A2 equals to value, any value. Okay, so A2 is the protected property of class A1, so this is accessible in the class. Okay, so this is the rule of the access control in inheritance. Now we take the example of hybrid inheritance. So according to our diagram, we are using the 4 base class: add 2num, minus 2num, multiply 2num, and divide 2num. All 4 base class is using and derived the one class is called calculator. Okay. Next, after using this calculator, I created two classes: circle area and triangle area. Now finally, using both class, I derived one class is called area. Okay, so this type of inheritance I am using in our example. So this is called hybrid inheritance. Okay, so it is very simple. So using include the header files, the namespace I am using, the first class name add 2nums means two numbers we have to add. So it is very simple. Create the class add 2num. Now access specifier is public, so create one public function void add passing two integers, and the output is printing both of integers sum. Okay, next, like same class minus 2num, the public keyword using, and function name is minus, and this function output is n1 minus n2 means minus. Third one is multiply 2num, so this is again public function multiply and using n1 multiply by n2. Now finally is divide function, so passing integer n1 n2 and divide n1 by n2. Okay, so this is the 4 base class in our calculator. Okay, now next, so in this inheritance we have seen the the top block is multiple inheritance, then second one is the hierarchical inheritance, and third one is again multiple inheritance. Join channel for more tutorials. So continue our code. So you have seen already we derived the 4 class base class add 2num, minus 2num, multiply 2num, divide 2num. Okay, now using 4 base class I am creating the one class calculator. So class calculator, and using the access specifier protected add 2num, protected minus 2num, protected multiply 2num, protected divide 2num. Okay, now here I have created two integer variables in by using the private access specifier. Now public functions, we have the one constructor calculator initialize both variables by default 0. Next, we have one public function my input asking two number from users, and third one is the public function calculate, so is asking the choice. According to choice you have to call the function of base class. So if you are using the plus, then call plus add function, or if you are using multiply x or capital X, so call multiply function, then break. Next, now finally we have only one class calculator. So according to our diagram I created one class circle area and another one is triangle area. So circle area is public function void area, so it's so asking the radius. Okay, and calculating the printing as a output. Next, for triangle area, so asking the triangle base and height from user and calculate the area of triangle. Okay, now final class name is area. So here I am using the class area, the protected circle area and protected triangle area. So here I have created two public functions called area circle and area triangle. Now next, the circle area, because we have the class circle area, the function name is area. Also in triangle area the function name is area. So to separate call, because the compiler is confused which area we have to call, because two classes using in protected circle area and triangle area. So I am using here class name circle area, then colon operator and called area. So we call circle area function, same like triangle area colon area. So in this using we call the triangle area function. So all full structure is completed for here. Now calling using the main class main function. So inside the main I have created one object of class calculator. Then I am asking from user input two numbers and then calculate. Okay, now the calculator class is separate. Now here I am created the object class area. Okay, area. So area dot area circle and area dot area triangle. So this is the full code of hybrid example. Okay, now if you run this code like so according to code, so calculator object calculator input two nums. So according to example I have inputted 23 and 67, then passing the choice plus, so value 23 plus 67 equal to 90. Okay, now here I have created the area class object. So area class object is asking the enter radius, circle area calling is, that's why I am using the enter radius. So radius, after that calculate the radius and answer is this. Next calling the triangle. So in triangle we pass the base and height, and this is the value is calculate the triangle area. Okay, next we check the demo of same. So this is the code. Here I have created for base class add num. Okay, add two nums, minus two nums, multiply two nums, divide two nums. Okay, by using all four class, this is the base class of calculator. So I created the calculator class. Now constructor input nums and calculate the function according to choice. Okay, next the using the calculator class I created the two classes circle area and triangle area. Okay, so this is both. Next finally I am using the class area and use the both circle area and triangle area class. So in the area circle I am calling the function circle area colon area, and area triangle the triangle area colon area. Now the int main function calculate the circle object, sorry calculator object calcs, and calling function input to number and calculate. Next area and calling the function area circle and area triangle. Now we run the program. So first we compile this and run the program. So here I am inputting the two number 23 plus 67. Now choice is passing plus, then result is this. Now this time is calling the circle area function. Okay, now circle area function is radius, so I input the radius 3, so this is the result. And next is calling triangle area. So base I have passing 5 and height is passing 3, then result is this. Okay, now tell summary. So finally we learned inheritance with demo. Inheritance is a process by writing a new class from base class, and we can access directly all properties and methods from base class without writing base class code. Also we learned access control in inheritance. So how much access we have, properties and methods of base class is decided by public, protected and private access specifiers. Hope tutorial will help to understand hybrid inheritance in object-oriented programming C++. So thanks to watch Head or Tail Education.
Join channel for more tutorials.